these are a couple of text messages I was able to hold on to from 2016 from my mother and to my boyfriend at the time. My boyfriend and I were always careful of how we responded to my mother, and oftentimes I was coaching him on how to respond to her because obviously I had more experience with my mother. But this is from 2016, and it's just an example of what we were dealing with. And you might just simply ask yourself, what's being said? What kind of person says these things? What type of behavior? I mean, just the fucking common shit. Does it at least cast enough? Oh my god, this is such bullshit. Okay, keep going, Rhea. No need to fucking keep recording. So, here's a couple of text messages between my mother and my boyfriend at the time. And instead of getting into all the details, the only question is, what is the tone of these text messages? How are the people talking to each other? And is this tiny example enough to just, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm so tired of trying to explain this shit. So here we go. Here's an example of text messages between my mother and my partner in 2016, which just shows you a little bit of how she would talk to even my boyfriend. There are many more from where this came from, but I don't have them, so these will have to do for just a taste. Let's see here. Question. Are you and Rhea at the house? I need to know. Please advise. Zach, where's Rhea? We need to speak with her. Can you advise? So you can't return calls and you want to play games with me. I will show you what I have in store for you two. No threats, just a promise. And I'm going to advise your family of everything that has been going on. I have been nothing but nice to you, but you have crossed the line. I have your license number, truck data, family information, and going to take action based on what you guys have done. Game on. I'm not afraid of you or Rhea, know that. And I have your social security data. To which, keep in mind, we were taking care of Zach's dying grandmother at the time, along with trying to deal with my mother's impossible requirements of moving out of our apartment. Anyway, you'll see. So here we go. And I have your social security data. So then my boyfriend and I respond. Gail, Trinity, Gabi, Mrs. Morales, I honestly haven't intentionally avoided responding. I've just been busy with work and taking care of the things within my own family. I meant no disrespect. I'm not sure what you'd like from me or Rhea. Not what you feel I don't know what you feel like I have done or she has done to upset you. So, we are trying to work within the parameters of what you've laid out for us. My understanding is that we can be there until the 28th when we have to remove the remaining of our belongings. This is difficult considering that you changed the locks on the property a week ago, so we can't do that. Yeah, shocking. This is difficult considering you changed the locks on the property a week ago, so we can't do that. I'm not sure what Rhea intends to get from the house, if anything at all, but I believe there are things she definitely wants. As for me, my snake, if it's not dead already, my bed, and a box of my tools for work. At the very least, it's what I'd like to be able to collect. But if that's not manageable for some reason, I suppose I will cut my losses, as they are just things in the long run. what she says. So I guess I'm at a loss as to what I'm supposed to advise you on. This can be resolved more to your satisfaction, perhaps, if you just tell me what you want in order for this to be taken care of. As far as Rhea goes, she is doing what she can on her end, and if you would like to contact her, then I encourage you to reach out to her, as she tells me very little about where she is or who she is with when she is not with me. As she doesn't have a phone, I communicate with her through email or Facebook when we aren't together, so I'd recommend that as a means to get information from her. I'm just trying to respect her wishes, even though it makes it difficult to find her often. I worry greatly about if she's okay when we aren't together. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Here we go. I'm not sure what promises or threats you are saying, why they are necessary, or what either of us have done to make you feel like you would need to have that info or make those statements, but I hope you can find it in your heart to remember who your daughter is and who you have seen me to be. I have never raised my voice to you, even when you have with me, and I never will. And although I have seen your daughter be hurt physically by people in her family and life, I've never seen her do that to anyone, so there isn't a reason to feel threatened by either one of us. And we are not interested in more hurt and pain, and rather a solution so that all parties involved can move on and heal. I respectfully ask you to do that. So, yep. Right, so I respectfully ask you to do that. And that you do not involve my family, as they are people with hearts and grief of their own and have had nothing to do with any of this. I apologize if you have felt disrespected or taken advantage of in any way, as that was never the intention, and I thought my behavior would have backed that up. I am simply here because I love your daughter and she loves me through thick and thin, and because she loves you and the rest of her family, so I grew to love them too. Anyways, I don't know what answers you want from me. Anyways, I don't know what answers you want from me because I don't have any. But if you could just tell me what we can do or what you want us to do, I will do everything in my power to make sure that that happens. Thanks, Zach. Alright. We're gonna go over these motherfuckers too. I will open the house for you tomorrow before I go to work. City did clean up and removed items, as the inspector called me to advise. We all had warnings. This is lying. This is when she had city people destroy and remove all my property the first time from the Oakland house. The back gates were open when I arrived, so there's a complaint of something we didn't do, although she locked us out of our house. Okay, stop, Rhea. The back gates were open when they arrived. They knocked on the door before entering. I will give the funds rather than have someone mad at you, but you need to have everything out by Friday. Inspector will be checking my basement this weekend as well. I need that key. You should be very careful, as neighbors are complaining about you. You guys are being watched, just letting you know. Yeah, and she means that in more ways than you fucking realize. You should be very careful, as neighbors are complaining about you. You guys are being watched, just letting you know. Let me know what time you can meet at my house tomorrow so I can open the doors, or I'll give the keys to Albie to let you in to your own apartment. My friend wants the info to whoever needs to contact this city contact with the city about where they took the stuff, even the dump they used, because some of those tools were his father's, so there's more than what they are worth, although that's major as well. The smaller ladder as well, plexiglass, dot, 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 dot. I won't have any way to get out. They're early, so please just have the door unlocked or leave a set of keys, since it is well before the 28th since I've been locked out, and there's no reason I shouldn't be able to get my things. Also, I was just there Friday night trying to get in, and everything wasn't already destroyed. Everything that wasn't already destroyed was still there, so I'm not sure why you didn't try to contact me to let me know people were going over to throw stuff away. If you were notified, alas, I'm not sure what neighbors are watching, as I've only been here 3.5 whole months. You threatened Zach yesterday, or the day before, and then this. Oh, maybe these are two. These are me. I don't know. You threatened Zach yesterday, or the day before, and then this. So, you please advise me how Zach can get his things, as you and Tia Face and Albie and Lamont have already taken everything of mine that was of any real value. Even my clothes. I got 6 bags of your clothes, not one of mine, but hey, it's just stuff, right? You guys can do whatever you want. Zach's dad is going to take me to the house tomorrow to get his son's things. I can't say exactly what time because that depends on his doctor's appointment. Right, Zach's dad had also had major surgery at the time. First of all, you should not have people's things in the backyard given the situation of the city code. What? I had nothing to do with the calls or the complaints, just so we are clear. I've been out of the picture. Oh my god, I can't even read this shit. For a while now, nothing was ever removed from the inside of the house. No tools or ladders were ever taken. No one has ever taken your clothes. I didn't threaten Zach, as there is no need to. I don't have time for games or promise or time for people who don't want help nor accountable for their actions. You and Zach need to have everything out by Friday. I have done all that I can do for you, baby bird, and keep Lamont out of this. It's her boyfriend. Keep Lamont out of this. Keep Lamont out of this, as he has nothing to do with this and has only been nice to you. No one has taken your stuff. You are not the owner of the property, and no information will be provided to you. I will leave the door unlocked for you. For the record, it is noted via text message of me trying to reach you, but you don't ever respond. So that is on you. The real world does not revolve around you. Front door will be unlocked tomorrow. I need the keys to the basement, or I will have locksmith open it, as I need to check the heater. Zach, please have Rhea call me, as it's rather important. Let's see. What is this? Alright, right. Cool. So here's what I want to do. I'd like to forward them to myself. And send. Cool. Yes, Christmas. And those are all recordings. Mm-mm. Word.